Another question then is what provided the impetus to go to Iran and take pictures there?
Well, you know, part of it, honestly, you know, 23 at the time, you know, you always kind of want to, you know, spread your wings, do things that make you uncomfortable. You know, Iran, especially in American media, was someplace that was really kind of being demonized at the time. And, you know, one of the emails that I keep getting, one of the recurrent kind of fan letters that I get is that, like, oh, you really humanized New York, you know, and like, or like, my mom was terrified of me going to New York, but now she sees your blog and she realizes it's not that scary. And so I thought to myself, you know, if this art has a humanizing effect, let's go somewhere that's feared and just see what happens. And I mean, it was a very non-political trip, you know, and I'm very, very careful to never use the blog to advocate anything. So, you know, I went to Iran. I didn't ask people, what's your opinion of America? You know, do you love America? Do you love the West? Like, I didn't ask. I just like Honey at home. Just, you know, what was the saddest moment of your life? Just things like that. So I went to a place that was misunderstood, but kept it in the range of, you know, ordinary as possible. I wasn't trying to be flowery. I was just trying to show, you know, the normalcy. And the same thing, you know, with Boston. I went to Boston after the marathon bombings last year. Media from all over the country was in Boston. I'm the only dude that spent a week there and didn't ask a single person about the bombings. You know? I was just doing my thing in a place that all the other media coming out of it, and that's where I gave a talk at Columbia, where media is driven by stories. And it's like, they're in the business of stories. What makes you buy the newspaper? What makes you give them money that keeps them in business? The power of the stories they're telling. And because of that economic incentive, media naturally gravitates towards drama, the most dramatic stories. You know, for example, if the media is descending upon an area that has been ravaged by a hurricane, okay, 90% of the houses can be perfect. 100% of the press is gathered around the most destroyed house. And that's the image they're sending out. Same thing at a protest. If you've got 999 peaceful protesters and then one crazy guy that's just going nuts, 100% of the media is taking a photo of that guy to tell the most dramatic story. So that naturally skews our opinions of things. You know, it's just like if you went to Boston at the marathon bomb, looking at the news coming out of there, or looking at the news coming out of Iran. Iran's all fanatics that want death to America. Boston's nothing but weeping people. When in reality, 99.99% of what was going on there at both those times where life is normal, you know? And so that's what I try to do when I go somewhere. So I don't try to show an optimistic side to the negative or a negative side to the positive. I just try to show normalcy.